This conference will now be recorded.
And another full deep breath in with a slight pause. And then release it all the way back out. And then allow yourself to shift into a heart breath, bringing in a breath through the heart, count to 5. And then gently hold it for a count of 5. And then release it out for a count of 5. And 2 more rounds of heart breath. Perhaps allowing our practice today to teach us stillness, discovering the power of stillness. As you draw in these breaths and you feel in the heart, through the heart. Try to drop into an inner stillness. I can remember going to Lake Powell and sitting out on the rocks every night, totally dark, but this brilliant cascade of twinkling, ginormous stars. And just allowing the breeze, the sound of the water, all of the movements bring me into this expansive place of stillness. That place of stillness can be done while you're painting or gardening, or just allowing yourself to drop into nature. One more nice deep heart breath, and maybe use a 6 count. Stillness, quiet, motionless. And as you really allow yourself to drop into that, you begin to discover its absolute power. As you finish this last heart breath coming from a much higher space, use the next in-breath to draw the palms to the heart. Let's take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. On the in-breath, bring the arms out to the side, all the way up to the sky, touch the palms, and release the breath all the way back down to the heart. A nice stillness settling in. Allow yourself, please, to take and release your hands back behind you, grabbing opposite elbows, prayer hands, or maybe stacking the palms. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, chin to chest. On an in-breath, roll the head to the left, nice and slow. Maybe you take the head back, maybe you don't. Right ear, right shoulder, chin to chest. Nice slow movement, rolling the opposite direction. Right ear, right shoulder. Maybe head comes back, maybe not. Take it all the way over to the left and chin to chest. Gently bring the crown of the head all the way back up to the sky. And on the exhale, bring the hands to the knees. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, arc the back, chin to chest. Look at the navel, draw navel to spine. Round through the upper back ribs. On an in-breath, gently come forward and find a nice cow spine. And then on the in-breath, draw it all the way back up. If you're cross-legged, let's allow ourselves to gently recross. If you're on your shin bones, to stay where you're at, or if you're in butterfly. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, let's tip over to the right. On an in-breath, come back up, and on the exhale, let's take it over to the other side. Deep stretch. Coming all the way back over to the right. And allow the left hand to come to the back of the head and gently draw that left elbow back and maybe look up at the sky. Watch your low back, pull the shoulder blades down. On an in-breath, sweep that left arm up to the sky, roll it all the way forward and take it over to the left. Bringing right hand to the back of the head, lift the elbow up and back. Look up at the sky, it felt safe. Take a full in-breath, draw the right arm all the way up, And on an exhale, take it over to the right. Look up. Last time, over to the left. Deep stretch, open up, and gently draw it back to the center. Let's all transition into butterfly, please. Grab your toes, grab your ankles. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, roll forward. Flat back or a nice rounded back. Take a full in breath as you breathe in and out of the inner groin. Let the knees get very heavy. One more full deep breath here. And then on an in breath, gently rise up. And let's allow ourselves, please, to take a twist to the right. On an in breath, gently come all the way forward, and let's take it to the left. 2 more times each side, moving with the breath. In breath to the right. Exhale, take it over. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, take it over to the right. Nice deep twist. Press the feet together, and then take it all the way over to the left. Gently come all the way back forward, and let's lengthen the legs out. Give them a really nice shake. Drawing the left knee into the chest, and allow yourself to use your right hand to either hold underneath the knee crease, maybe the shin bone, maybe the ankle, maybe the outer edge of the foot, and just lengthen that leg out. Take and bring your left hand back behind you and come into a little bit of a twist. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, let the left leg over to the right. Taking a full in breath and a full out breath. Engage the core muscles, wring out all of the organs. A little bit of twist here. Might find that you're getting a nice stretch in through that left IT band. And then on an in breath, bring the head forward, bend into the left knee, draw it into the chest, and release that left leg out. Shake, and we'll bring the right knee in, hug it in. Again, you can hold underneath the knee crease. You can hold at the ankle. You can hold the edge of the foot, wherever it works for you. Stretching the right arm back, flexing deeply into that left leg, and twisting back. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, take the right leg over to the left, and here you come into the stretch. You can allow yourself to work into that leg, lifting and lowering or taking it side to side. Nice deep breaths, wring out the organs. There should be a nice twist as you draw the organs into that inner thigh. And then on an in breath, gently come forward, and let's take that right knee right into the chest. And bring it all the way down. Coming into cross-legged and then right into tabletop, please. And from your tabletop, let's drop back into child's pose. One more stretch. Child's pose is so good to lengthen through the low back. Keep the palms forward, please, and squared with the shoulders, and press the tops of the feet into the earth, the shin bones. Allow yourself now to soften into the back ribs and all the back muscles. And then very gently take both arms over to the right and take a deep stretch, pressing into the left heel of the palm of the left hand and getting a deep stretch through that upper left back rib wall. Drop back to the center and take both arms over to the left, please. Deep stretch. I'm really engaging into that upper right shoulder area, pulling that right shoulder blade down as I press the right palm into the earth. Pressing tailbone down towards the heels. One more full deep breath, please. And then gently bring the hands back to neutral. And on an in breath, press up into tabletop. From your tabletop, please allow yourself to come into a cat-cow. You can come on to fists, palms, fingertips. Take a nice slow movement. Try to move to a count of 5. Really feeling all the nuances as you stretch into the navel and the all the way down to the pelvic floor, and then rounding through the back ribs. Notice how the shoulders hug towards the ears. One more. and come into tabletop. Staying on fingertips, palms, or fists. Let's take the right leg up and exhale, knee to nose. And just rise in the head, through the front body, cat-cow. 2 more, please. Just a nice opening, and gently bring it down. Allow the knees to come together. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, take the hips to the right. Bring it back to neutral, please, and over to the left. Draw it all the way back up to neutral and separate the knees hip-width apart. Lift, placing hands however it feels safe, but no more than 1/4 inch in front of wrists, in front of shoulders. We're going to extend the left leg, lift the head, exhale, knee to nose. Just in and out. Opening up, deep stretch. Take it nice and slow. Again, feeling all the nuances. Last one, and gently bring it down. Coming down onto the palms and bringing the right knee out to the side. And let's just draw some circles. 3 each way. Nice big circles, warming up those hips. Take it over to the left side, rolling 3 times forward, and then 3 times back. Nice warming into the hip socket, and gently bring it down. Pressing up into tabletop, into down dog, and a nice runner stretch, please. Work all the way through the toes, into the ball mound, into the arches. Maybe lift 1 foot slightly and roll through the standing foot. And then nice deep stretch, first opening stretch into the Achilles tendon. Allow yourself to really widen through the shoulder blades. And then bring the feet together, please, and extend the right leg up to the sky, stack the hip. Very gently square the hips, keep the knee bent, and slowly draw it all the way forward. Hug it in, and then drop right down into pigeon. You're going to bring the right heel towards your groin, not out to the side. We're going to take a quad stretch before we come into pigeon. You can place something underneath your hip if you need. Use your left hand to balance, bend into your left knee, and use your right hand to draw that heel towards you. Nice deep stretch. Try to soften wherever you feel all the tension and the tightness. 1 more full deep breath. You can also use a strap if you can't reach, or you can keep both hands on the floor and just bring the heel towards the buttock. If you get a cramp, pull out. Gently allow yourself to release that left leg down, and we're just going to come into pigeon now. So work that right foot more so out towards the right knee. Allow yourself to seaweed just a little bit. I promise we'll get to work here, but just a nice opening this morning. You can come down onto your forearms. You can stay all the way up. You can take and square your shoulders over that right knee and use the heels of your palms to deepen into the stretch. You can also begin to, if you want a little bit more, come into a nice prayer twist. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. So take your pigeon wherever you need it today. Allow the breath to encompass and soothe wherever there's tension and tightness. 1 more full deep breath, and then very, very gently release. Come forward, tuck the back toes, and take that right leg all the way back up to the sky if it will. Stand, open, and gently bring it down. Feet together, and on an in-breath, left leg to the sky. Stack the hip, feel that nice stretch, that nice opening. Looking underneath right arm to see if you can see that left foot. Square the hips, and slowly bring it forward. 3-legged plank. Gently drop it down. We're going to take the left heel and bring it towards the groin. Untuck. Nice squaring of the shoulders. Using that right hand to balance. Taking left hand behind. If it's better for you to use your right hand, please do so. I find sometimes I have to adjust. And just find a nice quad stretch here. Breathing in and breathing out. Again, just trying to soften where you feel the tension and the tightness. Notice if it's different on this side than the other. And then very, very gently release. Take and draw the left foot more so by the left knee. Take a nice little seaweed, lift up nice and tall. Really engage into that right leg. Feel a nice stretch into the right hip flexor. On an exhale, turn to the right. Drop back to the center, and on an exhale, turn to the left. Draw it all the way back up to the center and then descend down, and I invite you to take the same pigeon on the left that you did on the right. You can stay upright. You can come onto forearms. You can come all the way down. You can frame over that left knee, or you can come into a nice prayer twist. Breathing completely, 2 more full deep breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. 1 more here. Really soften into it. And then very, very gently bring the hands forward. Tuck the right toes under, and on an in-breath, sweep that left leg all the way up to the sky, stack the hip. And then gently square the hips and allow the left foot to come all the way down. Down dog. Walking the feet forward, all the way to the hands, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up, palms to touch. And exhale, right down through the midline. Hands on the shin bones, lift up, flat back, please. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up, palms to touch. And exhale, palms to the heart. Take a full in-breath, drop into stillness as quickly as you can. And exhale. 1 more full deep breath here, please. On your next in-breath, arms come out to the side, sweep the right palm to the sky, left hand holds, take it over to the side. Trick 2, inhale, lift, right hand grabs left wrist, take it to the right. Draw it all the way up, and on an exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step right foot back, heel to heel or hip width apart. Inhale, warrior 1. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, interlace the fingers behind you. Draw the knuckles to the earth. Square the shoulders. Draw the shoulder blades down and towards the spine. Stay here, or on an exhale, hinge forward. Maybe crown of the head all the way to the earth, maybe not. Engage and flatten into that right foot, lift the instep. Pull the left hip back. 1 more breath. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, release the hands down. Step into low lunge. On an exhale, bow forward, that extended front leg. Take a full in-breath, and on the exhale, lunge. 2 more, just a nice deep stretch, maybe coming up onto the heel, maybe drawing the toes towards the shin bone. Last one from your lunge. Place the right hand, and on an in-breath, left arm up to the sky. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, take the back of the left hand to the right waistline and really roll the shoulder open, pull the left hip back. On an in-breath, left arm to the sky. Exhale, take it down, step back plank. Vinyasa or skip. Chin chest, chaturanga, cobra, up dog, down dog, or into tabletop. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. On your next exhale, allow the right foot to come forward. Low lunge. Pivot onto the back heel. Inhale, warrior one. Take a moment, steeple fingers. Allow yourself to really engage into the legs. Feel the nice alignment. Lift from the heart right up into the third eye of the crown. Drop into that inner stillness. Hug the feet towards each other. And on an exhale, hands come back behind. Interlace knuckles to the earth as you roll the shoulders back. And again, you can stay right here. If you choose on an exhale, come all the way forward. Humble warrior. Full humility. One more breath. And on an exhale, release the hands down. If you stayed upright, just swan back down. Find your low lunge. On an exhale, bow forward over a straightened, extended right leg. Soften into the stretch. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, lunge, look forward. Two more. Take your time, nice and slow, like we did with heart breath. Allow yourself to use that nice count, that nice long breath, that nice ujjayi breath, to really feel the movement. Come into your lunge, and on an in-breath, right arm to the sky. Hug the feet towards each other. On the exhale, take the back of the right hand into the left waistline and really open up into a twist. Hug the feet towards each other. Arm comes all the way back up, and on an exhale, swan dive back down. Take left foot to right, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up, palms to touch, and exhale down to the heart. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, come right into chair pose. Heel toe the feet so that you feel very safe. Engage into the lower back muscles and step the right foot forward. Find balance. Pull the shoulder blades down. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, hands to hips. Step right foot back and come right into warrior two. Smile. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, evolve warrior two. On an in breath, warrior two. And on the exhale, elbow to thigh, arm to the sky, maybe angle pose. Take 2 breaths here. You can come into a bind. You can drop and bring your hand inside or outside that left front leg. One more breath. And on an in breath, just rise up warrior two. Take it all the way back, evolve warrior two, straighten the front leg. And on an in breath, sweep, left arm forward and right into triangle. Make sure you use the bottom hand to create the traction. Feel the length along that inner right rib wall. Breathing fully and completely. One more breath here. On an in breath with the soft left knee, come all the way up. Exhale, cartwheel all the way forward. From there, allow yourself, please, to take the left leg all the way up to the sky, stack the hip. For those of you who want wild thing, go into it or not. We can straighten that leg. I promise I won't forget the other side. I'm so good at doing that. Square the hips. Come in and bring left knee to left elbow. Back up to the sky. And then vinyasa, come into child. Whatever it is you would like to do, you can hover your chaturanga and lift right up into up dog and down dog or tabletop or child, I'm sorry. Down dog or child. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath. You have options here. You can walk the hands to the feet. You can soften into the knees and float forward. Or one foot lifted followed by the other, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up, palms to touch. And exhale, down to heart. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Drop into silence. What takes you there? A beautiful start at night, out in the middle of nowhere. Perhaps it's just watching the center of a flower or a bird flying overhead. As you're ready, take a full in breath. And on the exhale, come into chair pose. Settle into it, find just that right place. Make sure that you draw navel to spine and really engage those back muscles. Squeeze an imaginary block between the thighs. Shift to the right foot and lift the left. Good, and breathe. Find that nice balance. You can actually have the left toe on the floor if you need. On an exhale, hands to the hips. And then we're just going to step right back and heel toe into warrior two. Take full deep breaths here. Reach, settle in. Find that nice place to take this side of the sun salutation. On an exhale, evolve, warrior two. On an in-breath, drop back into warrior two. And I invite you to do the same pose that you chose to do on the other side. Angle pose, bind, or dropping down and rotating in. Your choice. One more full deep breath. Just feel the opening. Feel that right hip coming straight back. Lifting long through the spine. And on an in-breath, rise back up. Take it back, evolve warrior two, straighten the front leg, evolve triangle, sweeping that right arm all the way forward, reaching and coming into your version of triangle. Use the breath to continue to move or just stay where you're at, but use the bottom arm to traction and open. Use blocks, whatever helps to facilitate. Breathing fully and completely. Nice deep breaths. As you're ready, soften into the front knee. Rise all the way up. Exhale, warrior two, cartwheel all the way forward. Low lunge. Take right leg all the way up to the sky. Stack the hip. Just lengthen out the leg. If it feels safe, roll into wild thing or not. Sweep it back around. Take that right leg up to the sky, stack the hip, square the hips, and come into three-legged plank. If you choose, you can come into child's pose. You can vinyasa, you can skip, and take it all the way back. We'll meet in child or down dog. Full deep breaths. Full in breath. Full out breath. Give the head a nice shake if you're in down dog. Forward and back, a nice yes, a nice no. And then very, very gently, all of us pressing up into down dog, walking hands all the way back to the feet. Nice forward fold. Left hand to right ankle, engage the legs on an in-breath. Take and sweep the right arm to the sky. Twist and open. Look up at the sky, and on the exhale, hand comes down, right hand comes down. Take right hand and left ankle, and on an in-breath, switch sides, twist and open. Keep the hips squared. Full deep breaths. I can always feel it's tighter for me to lift that left shoulder. On an exhale, eyes to the earth. Hand comes down. Hands to the back of the legs. Crown of the head to the floor. Soften into the knees. Engage the core muscles. Flat back, and on an in-breath, rise all the way up. Crown of the head comes up. Roll the shoulders back twice. And then draw them forward. Release it down. Allow yourself here to please bring the hands to the heart. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, hands onto the hips. We're going to take and step right foot forward. You can come into warrior one or Highland warrior. Allow the feet to be hip width apart if you're on the left toes. And on an in-breath, spin the arms all the way up to the sky. Energetically hug the feet towards each other. You can stay here if it feels safe. Begin to rotate and twist and open to the right. Take your time. Pull that right hip back. Reach to the right hand. Take and insert the back of the left hand on the outer right thigh, just above the knee. Use it to traction and twist. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath. And on an in breath, come back forward. Exhale, swan dive down. Step right up into revolved half moon. Bring the right arm out to the side if you choose. Lengthen through that left leg. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath here. Eyes clear, hand comes down. Soften into the right knee. Walk the hands back by the right foot to help you balance. Step back, find your low lunge. Step right foot back. Chaturanga, chin chest. Whatever works for you. All the way down onto the belly. Lengthen out the right leg and the left. Palms beside the rib cage. Eyes to the earth. On an in-breath, rise up cobra. Take it back down on the exhale. 2 more times, rise up. Bring it down. Last one. Bringing hands back behind you. Interlacing fingers or palms to the earth. Again, lift right leg slightly, lengthen and anchor, and then left. And come into your version of locust. Lift and up and breathe. Nice deep breath. We want to keep the back muscles nice and strong. Lifting up through those thighs. Breathing fully and completely. If you're in one fist, take the knuckles straight back, lifting up through the heart. Draw the shoulder blades together. One more breath. On an exhale, hands beside the rib cage. Press all the way back into child's pose. Roll out to the right, come forward, a nice oval, and back, heels to tush, and then roll to the left. Just really soothing and nourishing, keeping in the flow. Pressing into down dog. And on an exhale, walking hands all the way back to the feet. Grabbing opposite elbow. Take a full in breath and full out breath. Engage down through the feet. Drop the hands, soft knees, and on an in breath, slowly roll all the way out. Head comes up last. Roll the shoulders back once, and then forward. On an in-breath, palms to the heart. Find your mountain pose. Drop right up into the center. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, hands onto the hips. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, left foot comes forward. And again, it can be a wide warrior one. Make sure the feet are hip-width apart. If the balance is a little bit off, do that. Otherwise, roll onto the toes and draw the palms up to the sky. Let the palms face each other. Hug the feet towards each other. Lengthen into that back right leg. Pull the left hip back. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, if it feels safe, begin to spin and open into the twist. A nice balance here. Breathe. Hug the feet towards each other. Bring the back of the right hand to rest just behind that left knee. Pull the shoulder blade down. Take a nice twist. Really open up. One more full deep breath there. Allow yourself to really embrace. Sweeping all the way back up and around. And on an exhale, swan back down. Walk the fingers forward and come right into revolved half moon. Remember, if you want to do a full half moon at your practice, lift your instep. Hands can stay on the floor. Level this low back. Maybe spin left arm up and over to the side. Breathing fully and completely. One more full deep breath. Eyes to the earth. Hand comes down. Soften into the left knee. Bring the right knee to cup inside. Then take it to the outside. Bend deeply and come right down into twist. If you need, lengthen out the right leg. Left leg crossed over, or right heel, left heel to right buttock. Lift up nice and tall, pull the shoulder blades down. And on an exhale, let's twist, a much deeper twist. I'm using my right hand to hold my right toe, pulling the shoulder blades down. Allowing myself, please, to take ear to each shoulder or draw a smile along the collarbone. Really bringing out the organs by engaging all of the core muscles at the base of the breath. One more. And then on an in-breath, very gently come forward and take your counter twist. Oh. Just embrace this new day. We always get to choose what we do in each and every moment. And when we drop into the stillness, we come from such a much higher place. Allow yourself to very gently come forward. And we're going to stack the knees. Or we're going to lengthen out that right leg. Place our fist right underneath the right knee. And we're going to take and draw left arm under right, eagle arms. Take a full in-breath and as you exhale, allow yourself, please, to take both elbows over to the left. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. Flex into the feet, and if it feels safe, allow yourself to just hinge forward. Just hinge forward so that you can feel an opening into those hips. Bring the elbows back to the center, maybe fold all the way forward, maybe not. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. One more full deep breath here. And then on an in-breath, gently rise up. Allow yourself to release the hands. Bring them back behind you. And lift right up into half boat. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. Really engage to the back muscles. Maybe legs lengthen out. Two more full deep breaths. Shoulder blades down. You can also have toes onto the earth. You can also hold. Find yours and one more breath. Fingertips hold. Toes come down. And we're going to switch sides. So right leg over left. Lift up nice and tall, pull the shoulder blades down. Really create space from the floating ribs all the way down to the hip creases. Allow yourself to just open up. There's some nice binds. Maggie, if you want to go into the bind, allow yourself to take your right hand to the whole left hand and come right into a bind. My shoulders are a little bit too tight, so I have to modify mine, but this really allows you to wring out the organs. Feel that inner smile as we create optimal health through our practice, through our breath, through our continued joy of connecting with community. On an in-breath, gently come forward and take your counter twist. Breathing fully and completely. Gently come all the way forward. Again, you can lengthen out the left leg and just come into your pigeon leg and a sitting pigeon with right ankle just above left knee. Take and place something underneath your left knee. And we're going to take and draw right arm under left. So however you're holding it, stack knees. You can also allow yourself to come into fire log. I didn't give you that option on the other side. That's always an option. Taking full deep breaths. Lifting up through the crown of the head. Take a breath up the spine. And as you exhale, take it through the shoulders and gently bring the elbows over to the right. Remember, you can always take and bring your left shoulder to really open up into the right. Always adding these little nuances into the practice. Feel that inner shine, that inner glow, that inner peace. Draw the crown of the head back upright if you chose to do that. Bring the elbows to the center. Take and lengthen from the hip points up to the floating ribs and then gently hinge forward. Perhaps it's just a teeny tiny bit. Perhaps you just can continue to melt and bring elbows to knees and just fold in to that exquisite light and love that resides within. Full in breath, full out breath, softening wherever you can. One more full deep breath. On an in breath, gently rise up. Bring the hands beside you, palms to the earth. And gently unwind the legs. Give them a shake. Come into your staff pose. Flatten your feet right against an imaginary baseboard. Pull the shoulder blades down. Really feel the length again from the hip creases right up to the floating ribs. Feel yourself engage the back muscles as you bring the navel in towards the spine. On an in-breath, sweep the arms up, let the palms face each other. Soften into the knees, press the heels into the earth, and slowly descend down, down, down. Keep navel to spine, chin to chest, and roll all the way down. Take and draw right knee into the chest and left, and rock side to side. If you want, draw the forehead up and gently bring it down. Please allow yourself to bring the knees right on top of the hips and print the low back. And bring the arms up, palms face each other. You can use an in-breath, or it can be an exhale and widen hands and legs. And hold. Full in-breath, full out-breath. Shoulder blades down, keep the low back imprinted, and then gently release. On an exhale, palms come down straight from the shoulders. Draw the knees into the chest. Flex into the feet. Engage the core muscles. And we're just going to take the knees, try to keep them as close to the rib cage as you can. We're going to keep the eyes straight up to the sky, plant the left shoulder blade down, and hug those knees in and just hover the legs. Take a full in-breath. Press the inner legs together, flake the toes. Pull the shoulder blades down, draw the navel in. On an in-breath, draw it up. And on the exhale, take it over to the left.
Hover and hug. Keep that right shoulder blade plugged down, head looking straight up to the sky. Really hug, engage the core muscles, legs, belly, back, and on an in-breath, draw it all the way back up. Take and sweep and hug in, and gently bring the head down. Extend both arms up and allow the right leg to hover. Take and bring the left hand back behind the head, imprint the low back, and then bring the right arm outside the extended left leg. Keep the low back imprinted as much as you can, and take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath here. Make sure the head is supported. There should be no tension. And then hug in. So that was a warrior 3, right? Switching sides. So we're going to extend left leg out, and if you want, it can be on the floor. Lift up, bring right hand underneath the head. Find your warrior 3, feel it. Imprint, I have to bring my right leg a little bit different from a warrior 3 so that I can maintain the integrity of the low back, and bring left arm over, outside right leg. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath here, please. And then hug in. Take a full in breath as we rock side to side. Extending right leg up to the sky. You can have left knee bent, foot on the floor, or you can lengthen it out, your choice. Let the hands hold wherever you can. Rise the forehead up and just take a deep stretch. Head comes down, and you don't have to lift the head up. Try to soften into the right back knee crease, and then begin to soften all 3 hamstring muscles as much as you can. Let the arms get very heavy. One more breath. We're going to drop the left leg to the earth, hug the right knee in, and then the left. Drop right foot down. Lengthen out to the leg or keep the right foot on the floor. You can hover the right leg if you choose and come into your stretch on the left side. Maybe head comes up, maybe not. You decide. Full deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. One more full deep breath here, please. And then very, very gently drop the right leg down, left knee to the chest, right knee to the chest. Come into full happy baby for 2 breaths. Rock side to side. As you finish the second breath, allow the feet to gently come down, and I invite you to find your twist on the right side. Whatever that is, it can be a deep twist, a gentle twist. You will know what will be just exactly right for you. Use deep breaths here, maybe breathing into a count of 6. And then a nice long exhale to 7 or 8. One more full deep breath here. As we get ready to drop into that inner silence, that inner peace, that inner tranquility that is so needed in these times. If your legs are crossed, you can undo them, but engage enough core to bring the legs back in safely. Tuck them in if you need, and then switch sides and take your twist over to the left, taking it however it feels best to you. Head can roll over to the right. Nice deep breaths here, in and out. Full deep breath in, full deep breath out. Take a deep breath in and hold the breath. And before any struggle arises, take a nice long exhale. Please bring the head back to neutral. Place the arms in a safe space and gently draw the knees up into the chest, hug in, and do whatever else you need to before we come into Shavasana. Maybe taking a block underneath shoulder blades in the back of the head, feet into butterfly. Maybe you're lengthened out with blocks just underneath the knee creases. Maybe you've taken and placed your legs up on a chair or the back of a couch. Or maybe knees bent with the calves resting on the bed. Just allow yourself to begin to breathe into the lower back and feel it gently release. Feel the eyes gently close. And then feel a gentle warmth descend from the eyelids to soften into the eyes. And feel the eye muscles just relax and allow the eyes to roll back into the deepest part of the socket. Continue to allow the warmth to soften down into the gray matter of the brain and sinking down towards the chin. Allow the warmth to rise up, soothing the cheeks, the bridge of the nose, into the hinge of the jaw, releasing and allowing the tongue to rest safely into the palate of the mouth. Allow the lips to slightly part. And then once again, relax the jaw and the chin. Begin to feel into the back of the cervical spine, and then let it descend down disc by disc. Take it all the way down to the coccyx. Feel the back ribs of the body just supported onto the earth as the front ribs. All of the muscles soften and melt into the support of the earth. Allow both arms to roll softly, palms open. Again, allowing the shoulder blades to melt even deeper into the earth. And then each of the legs soften out, relaxing fully and completely. And again, just imagine yourself into a beautiful nightscape wherever you choose. Perhaps it's Lake Powell, perhaps it's out on the deck. Wherever you choose, let the velvet dark sky blossom with the twinkling brightness of all the stars. Allow the breath to find its own natural rhythm. And allow the lens in your mind's eye, the lens of the eye, just broaden and open up as you drift and melt into whatever surrounds you. Begin to see and be the stillness, the quiet, the motionless silence. Begin to feel the power and the presence of that divine essence within. Be still and know spirit. Just breathe it in and release it out. Each breath surrendering into the next and into that deeper stillness. And then very, very gently allow yourself to deepen the breath.
As you exhale, feel a nice movement through fingers and toes. And when you're ready, use an in-breath to sweep the arms up overhead. Take a really, really yummy stretch right and left. Still in this deep, deep presence of inner stillness and light and love. Hug the knees into the chest. And then roll the knees around clockwise and counterclockwise, massaging the back. And then roll over onto your side. Just embrace this exquisite being. So full and so complete when we come from this space and presence of stillness. Rise it up to the sitting bones and draw the pulse of the heart. Connect every heart. One expansive light. Let's all exhale together, please. In-breath, arms out to the side, all the way up to the sky. And a beautiful Om as you draw it all the way back down, connecting crown, third eye, and the heart. Bow forward, we all say Namaste. The light within bows to the light within. Thank you for your light and your presence and your love.